Hi, my name is Joe. I'm from Riverside, and my question is, what lifestyle changes can I make to cope with migraines?
It's an excellent question, Joe. And it's a very important thing to consider for patients with headache because some very simple alterations in lifestyle can make a big difference in reducing frequency and severity of headaches for some patients. The main message for headache is consistency. So consistency of diet, sleep, exercise, and caffeine. Caffeine's a perfect example. Caffeine is actually both a treatment for headache. It's in some medications that we use for headache, but it's also a trigger. And the way we think about that is it's a treatment when it's up here, but it's a trigger when it's fluctuating. So what we recommend for patients with regard to caffeine is consistency. If you're going to have caffeine, have it every single day and in moderation. The same principle applies to other sorts of triggers. Skipped meals are a big trigger for headache. Chocolate, cheese, nuts, red wine, all of these things have been identified as headache triggers, but if they're had in small amounts in moderation and consistently over time, they tend not to be triggers for most people. Regular exercise is very important in reducing the frequency and severity of headache. Regular sleep is also important. Many patients find that they, interestingly, have more headache when they go from less sleep to more sleep. Most people think that they would have headache if they were deprived of sleep, but it turns out to be the other way around. And finally, many patients identify stress as a precipitating factor for their headaches. It's hard to control the stresses in our lives, but what we can do is if we keep diet, exercise, and caffeine, sleep consistent during stressful periods, that helps even out the kinds of fluctuations that are associated with being a trigger for headaches.